Hi, you guys. Welcome back to my channel. It's Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I'm here to bring some more lovely, intuitive, creative, vintage, empathic, psychic abilities for myself. Okay, from the Most High. Okay, keep in mind, it's entertainment, it's advice, it's counsel, it's whatever you need it to be in that moment. Okay, but keep in mind, it's a disclaimer. It's not going to replace like professional medical treatment, even though I consider myself a professional. But I'm more holistic. If you have been prescribed medication from a doctor and you're trying to self-medicate, don't do that. Don't use this material to replace that, because that doesn't help. All right, I just had to say that. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Now I want to talk to y'all because I like talking to y'all. Okay, so I just received this message for everyone. Okay, your crown chakra. I'm here to enlighten you about what's been happening with your crown chakra. Have you ever noticed intuitive rushes of creative wisdom channeling through you? So pay attention to your psychic abilities right now, or pay attention to what your body's doing right now, or what's happening around you, or what you're saying, or what you might be doing when you start to receive those rushes. Lighten up every cell in your body. This is called a download, and it's the message from the Most High. Okay, and he selected to come to you because you have the potential to birth whatever the download entails in life. You're here to bring it down to earth. So you're descending it from the spiritual realm to the tangible realm, like the 6 articles of faith. What that means is God will say be about something, and then he'll deliver the message to the angel. He'll send a command to the angels to go deliver that message to the messenger. And then the angel will come down from heaven or descend from heaven and go to the messenger and deliver that sermon. Deliver that message so the messenger can deliver the sermon to the people. You see how that works? It's like that. And those downloads occur when the crown chakra is open, which it may take like a few seconds. For some people, it's like a few minutes. So, you got to find what brings you to these channeling states. Like what brings you to that point, that pivotal moment. Whatever it is for each unique person, bring yourself there as much as possible. You're called to do that. Beef up on all your prayers, your meditation, walking in nature, walk barefoot if you live in a warm climate, singing, writing. Start writing that book you keep putting off too. That's for somebody. The absence of the mind allows the genius of the Most High. That's what it means to sit in stillness, right? Those intuitive hits chose you. Now you gotta bring them to life. You're being called to do a service. Okay? That's what this is. Also, that fiery, powerful, strong-willed, and feistiness in you. So this is speaking to people who embody that fire and water energy. Those are the 2 most powerful elements that can create and destroy anything. Okay? Which is empowering you today. So you're a person who's in a very determined, self-determined space in your life. You know what you want, and that fire has been set under your seat, and you know how to achieve it. You're setting goals for yourself so big, and you're focused on the task on hand, and perhaps, this is a really pivotal time to emerge. It's like you're being called to step up and lead, to be a teacher, to be the guru, and teach others how to do it as well. That's what you're doing. Like you're mastering all your calls to go into training, to be that leader, because you being a teacher is going to guide the people through strength and wisdom. And you're transferring the world with your actions. That sounds like a really big task, but what did God say? He said be, and it is, right? Right. Just don't lose the connection, with the emotional side with you. You don't want to be too fiery. So when you think of fire, you think of passion. You think fireworks. You think excited. all my books fell. That's confirmation. Just don't go too far that way and don't lose the connection with the water within you. Remember, you can't be too, don't be so tyranny. Make sure you play. Get some playtime in there too. Okay? So yeah, your main energy is the King of Wands. King of Wands is a leader, somebody who takes precedence, you know, who's a strong-willed, feisty, powerful, fiery type of person. Okay? I was being called, like, what the premonition I got today is caramel coffee. My caramel coffee. What's my caramel coffee today? That's my sinful pleasure. Okay? You're being called to retreat, to go on a retreat with someone you love. You're going to reciprocate love. You're called to have a lot of passionate, creative sex, bluntly put. You're called to celebrate with this person that you love. Okay? You're also being protected. I'm called to tell you, you're called to bring some spiritual babies down. The Empress is here with the King of Wands. That's babies. Two of Swords. You're going to agree to get married to somebody. Somebody's going to ask your hand in marriage. You're going to say it like in a very like professional manner with each other. Like you're going to have mutual communication. Like you're like a sapiosexual. You're going to like get off on speaking of strong business endeavors. Like you'll make it like it's a business, but it's really not a business. It's real life. Okay? You got the Ten of Cups is here. You know, you're being called to keep this marriage very quiet as you embark on this new adventure. This is a forbidden love. Okay? I also have the Twin Flames here. Now, even though you're called to go together in business, you're going to be married. Okay? This person is now the chaser. The runner is now the chaser now, because I have the adjustment card here. Looking back, moving forward. He's adjusting his lenses, but it came out in reverse. He thought moving away from you or moving forward from you was the it way to go. He was wrong. It was not good for business. It was not good for his spirit. It was not good. He was called to do something with you, and he has to double back and do it if he wants to remain successful. When I see good in others, I acknowledge it out loud. He definitely sees how your aura has amplified times 10,000. I see 10 million. Okay? Like you definitely shine brighter than the rest. Okay? Now it's safe to slow down, relax, and go on your side. Like you're in a gray area. You thought you had to move on without this person, and as a matter of fact, you did, which is how you two managed to reconcile. So, on the bottom of each of the decks that I used, precognition, psychic abilities, future vision. What did I tell you? Eight of Wands, big yes. Queen of Cups underneath that too. Okay, this is a yogic deck from my yogic deck, but look at all the in-depth of the water, the wisdom. Okay, I welcome healthy, loving relationships. That's right. The helping hand of God is the one who set you on this path, you know, and he's calling you to do a service. So when he say you got to get married now, guess what? I got to do what he say. I got to get married because that's all part of the journey, the shamanic journey, that spiritual journey moving forward. So let's see. What else we got? Three of Swords. Queen of Pentacles. Empress again. So someone on the bottom, Judgment. Wait a minute. I'm getting something. Chariot. King of Cups. You left a coward behind because he couldn't see past your value, tangible value. Meaning he could have loved your sex. He could have even tried to impregnate you. Like this is talking a lot about your value with the Empress, the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Cups is here. You broke somebody's heart with your word. You cut somebody down with your words. You made them feel like they were nothing. Using the discernment. This is somebody who tried to lowball you and tried to take what's yours and then tried to help themselves to what's yours, what was preserved for you. They didn't know you had that sting that goes back to that fiery, powerful, strong-willed, feisty nature. So you could be a dual person, somebody who's real sweet in nature but got a short fuse, a fiery temper, if disrespected or when felt passionately about something. That's the point, of having a short temper. You're passionate. You have strong feelings and you're not afraid to express them. You basically shut somebody down mentally. Now all they could think about is the mental pain. Like what it sounds like is someone tried to manipulate you. I don't know if it's candle manipulation through like energy through candles or what the heck they did, because I see that in my premonition. I see somebody playing with candles. I see somebody being in that wet mop energy, that emotionally, like that manipulative, dark, ominous wet mop energy, and you flipped it on their head. So what they meant for you to feel like, they meant for you to be down on yourself, they meant for you to be out of shape or overweight, one or the other, either overweight or underweight. They wanted you to be mentally broken and incapacitated so they can rebuild a distorted feminine, make a distorted feminine out of you, meaning they needed you to lower your vibration so that they can do their thing, do what's easy for them. I don't see how that's easy when you doing all this work. They did all this work on you only for them to feel how they wanted you to feel. So they're mentally broken. Physically, they could have gained excessive weight or lost a lot of weight. Excuse me. Yeah, somebody has hidden demons and darkness. It's like wet. I keep hearing wet mop energy. That's disgusting. You're widely received. You didn't. The reaction he or she thought you were supposed to have, you didn't stress. Like, look how poised you are. You hold the key. You have the key to the streets. Like, you have not just the key to the streets, you have keys to the wisdom. You have the key to this person's heart, as it turns out. And you can weaponize it against them if you felt like it. What did you do? You followed your intuition and just left. You used very good discernment because you got that premonition. They said you're going to feel some type of way, but you're going to have to use discernment. That judgment card is here, and it's like, I don't have to sit there with a broken heart. I'm the empress. You go sit down somewhere. You're just a king. I need my emperor. So your counterpart, this was all to pass the time by. Not to say it like that, but it was meant to pass the time by while your empress, while God is working behind the scenes diligently to get you and your emperor ready. Like, he was close, but he just wasn't close enough, and this almost doesn't count kind of energy. That's a slap in the face. So with the adjustment card, and that initially came out in reverse, moving forward, that emperor doubled back so fast. It was like, wait a minute, I'm not losing my abundance. Look what flipped over, the Ace of Pentacles. Flipped over, and then you got the Seven of Cups on the bottom. It's like, I had options. It wasn't enough to just sit there and just daydream about you while pursuing other options or just not prioritizing you. Meanwhile, you just are progressing. You're the Empress. You're the Queen of Pentacles. You're the top merchant in your field. Like, you're the cat's meow. And it's like, damn, I'm not letting nobody get near me. Not me at my best. It's actually, you're called to be with your divine counterpart in this life, but not in a way that's really romantic, but in a way where it's so endearing. That love is so deep and just enamored with each other. Like, you are in love with each other, but you're not romantic with each other. You're professional with each other and passionate about each other. I'm called to tell you that. He sees you. He sees you in a stronger light, the aura. Like, something just like got relit, become reignited in you. You could have been in a dark night of the soul when he met you, and now it's like, look at your aura now. I welcome healthy relationships. You are now his piece, as he recalled. as he know you to be. Yeah. And here he is, the King of Pentacles. You got this stable, business savvy, this counterpart. And he's on top of the Queen of Pentacles. He said, if anybody's going to be here, it's going to be me. You know, I'm called to do something. Look how passionate he is for you. I told you, it's a pentacle. So it's not as emotional. It's not meant to be romanticized so much, but he led you to your abundance. His abundance is wrapped in you, and your abundance is wrapped in him. And then the next card you got is the Ten of Pentacles. And it goes on top of the Empress. So that's what you're doing now. God said it's time to get married now. Even though people marry for many different reasons. When you get married, it's good. You file, like, out here, the joint tax returns. It's like better for business. It's better for everything because you have dual. It's like, it has that feel of, it has the feel of like in the 60s, like I would say the 70s and before, but not with the intention to take away female empowerment, because the Empress is here, the Queen of Pentacles is here. Like, you're definitely independent, definitely an entrepreneur. So it's like the best of both worlds. Like, you have that stability and the quality of a man from that era, but you have the female empowerment and the declaration, your rights to obtain the same material success as a man of this era, this world, this era. So it's a balance of both. It's a mercy. It's huge abundance here. Ace of Pentacles, King and Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Empress. You're going to have a lot of children before all this is said and done. Yep. You're meant to bring down those spirit babies. That's why you're called to get married. I keep hearing that. Like, it's time to get married. You've been celibate. So your hormones are calling the adhan, which is the call to prayer in the Islamic community, as they say. It doesn't matter what you want to do. And you're a person who, you've been really patient. You trust the journey. You know, now you're reaping the rewards. Where every difficulty comes two eases. I'm going to read something real quick. That's why it's safe. It's safe to slow down, relax, and let go. Because you got to be in the energy to receive it, too. I hear classical music. Space and infinite. You're called to create space and infinite possibilities. The art of creating space and are experiencing the cosmos that exists in you. So when you're deep in prayer, you're releasing your inhibition and you're having that one-on-one time, that conversation where none of the rest of the world exists, that profound nature and silence. You know, your guides, you sitting in that stillness guides you into deeper cosmic web of potential. It's like you unlock so much potential, especially with that Queen of Pentacles here, with that key right there. Like, she has the key to a lot of abundance, a lot of she's just the man. That's just all there is to it. She is the man. And there's actually three kings on this board. King of Wands, King of Pentacles, King of Cups. But the King of Wands is you. The King of Pentacles is your counterpart. And the King of Cups is that Three of Swords. That Three of Swords is the King of Cups. That wet mop energy. You left that out. That had to go. Hence, false twin flame. Because you was in the shadows before. And then with your twin flame, you're going to be like that. You're meant to build something. I hear a whole nother, like, it's big, like ruling an entire continent. You're meant to build something real big like that. I told you on this channel, nothing's ever too big. If God said be, you have to believe. You have to love it. You have to be in love with it. It has to be your true love. It has to be. Just like your soul, just like your twin flame. Look at all the energy we put into that when we want to romanticize it. What would a dream as big as creating another continent? You know, it doesn't have to be a big continent, but it's another continent. Okay? No dream is too big. It's not the love itself, it's what the love allows you to do. Being in the midst of a love, an unconditional love like that, and being in partnership, even without the partnership, even the parts where you got to stand 10 toes by yourself, it's still, you're not less connected like that. So when you think about it, is what it allows you to do. It unlocks so much potential and so much creativity that I'm a person who, when someone gives me their love or offers their love, I take it and go build something with it. So you got to be for real to be with me to see something like really fruitful come out of it. Ask God. All right. I want to wrap this up. He's like, I'm not moving on without you. I can't leave here. This could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. I take the romantic part as the creative part. Like, that's the love, that dopamine. It's like, what are we going to do next? Wedding. This is what I told you. This situation involves marriage. It's time for you to get married. Let your friends help you. Okay? Ask for and accept support from others. I would say go to the Most High, because that's on top of the Most High. Let the Most High guide you through this. Don't try to figure it out for yourself. Make the effort. You take the first step, he does the rest. He doesn't change the condition of a person until they change the condition themselves. So take the first step. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So you can tap into all your fruit and your abundance and be playful. God doesn't enter into anything except with gentleness. So be playful. Extend that to recapture romance. Allow your inner youthful spirit of fun and shine. So I feel like this is really saying, start with the Most High. To have that abundance, that wealth, that status in society, that partnership of a lifetime, regardless of what is based, what element of emotion, practical, spiritual, sapiosexual communication, doesn't matter what the foundation of it is or what your dual nature is. Without the helping hand of the Most High, it's not going to be right. It's going to be that wet mop energy. And that's what you've come to terms with. You've come to learn. So you're never meant to, you fundamentally cut cords with your counterpart, but there was somebody in between the separation of you and your counterpart. There were people on both sides that y'all were meant to wrap up some more karma about, and it was all meant to prepare you for each other. That supernatural ability. Okay? And that business venture is what y'all really in love with. That's what was that reading? The person expresses his love with this woman. This woman gets him. Can't nobody do it like this woman with this man when it comes to this man. And he has surrendered to it. That's why this adjustment card came out in reverse. It's talking about looking back, but not too far back to the point where you're stuck in the past, but it'll propel you forward. It means, look how she's looking back. It's like that. I'm not going to sit and doubt and say my coulda, woulda, shouldas if I made the right choice or not, because I can make the choice right now and just go ahead, go through with it and be called to it and answer those intuitive hits. That's why that first card that's what I kept speaking on the crown chakra for, because it's open now. So he's getting his intuitive hits and his downloads too about you. Okay? I hope that helped. Like, share, subscribe. Until next time, I got to keep you posted about these two, because these two is complex, but that's that spiritual journey for you, you know? Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Yeah, I think these two are bromantic. They're like two brothers or something. They just embody that leadership energy and that mentality. Those two can rule the whole world. That's why they get along like that. That's also why my Fool card is here. And with that, and you're meant to keep that marriage a secret. You're just going to show up as business partners and good friends. Good friends. Good job, you two. Okay, until next time.